Hi everyone, hope you all. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for your support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you to each and every single one of you for everything that you do. Honestly, thank you for your support. It's amazing. So right now, Cardano, it's on a knife edge. You can see there's a little horizontal just there that you can form into. Okay, just there, you come down into this horizontal resistance. You've got a bit of a support line just there. And if you start to break out, you're looking at a retracement here. There is a little bit of a hidden bearish divergence here that's sort of playing out. This is why you're rolling. Okay, now what we need to do to invalidate this bearish divergence, look, because in this price action you're coming down, you're making lower highs, and in the RSI you're making higher highs. That's called a hidden bearish divergence. Okay, and usually each peak that you see it run into resistance, that's where you get the roll, okay, of this trend line. So break out this trend line and equally break out this resistance just there to invalidate this bearish divergence, because this is why you've been rolling. Look, so you're coming up, roll, coming up, roll. You see that? So break this lower resistance and you could absolutely looking for takeoff here for Cardano. Okay, so this is a level of support that you've got on a daily just here. This is a level of support. Look, this horizontal, like I've shown you I think in yesterday's video. So it looks good. You're coming towards the apex, like I said to you. You've got this level of support just here, okay, which is previous resistance just there. So if you can hold this, you're going to be forced into some kind of break. If you do start to get the break, you're going to be looking at a retracement, because essentially this is a falling wedge. If you do start to lose support here and roll, like I said to you, come back down, you probably come down to about 177, which is a technical target that we've had if you lose this low. Okay, so it's sort of people think because I'm saying it's going to go down there, it's going to go down there. It's not. It's if you lose lows. I always say to you, if you lose a low, that's your next target of support. Just like this one, I gave you this at I think it was 189. It actually went down to 191, I think it was, because it was this swing low. Like I said to you, lose that swing high, you usually go to a swing low, all right? And you can see that's pretty much what you're doing now. You're caught between this level of resistance and you're caught between this level of support. Do you see that? But you're in a horizontal at the moment, okay? And you have come down into it like this. So potentially if you get rejected here and lose this level of support, you will be looking at a sort of little dip down to this low down here if you lose that low. Do you understand that? But you could come down, have a little bounce off that hold support and break out this level of resistance. This is key resistance, because once you break out of it, wherever it is, you're looking at a full retracement here, because it's a falling wedge and you've been here before. You're tightening up. Hopefully we can get the break in this apex start to come up, because you'll see a retracement to that high, retracement to that high, and then you're going to see a retracement to the all-time high here for Cardano. And you've basically had your correction and an ABC, and then you're flipping the switch and you're looking at continuation right here for Cardano. Okay, so it's on a knife edge. It's absolutely on a knife edge. We need to invalidate this bearish divergence right here. Break this trend line in the RSI, start to break it, take out this high, and then equally break out this high here to invalidate this bearish divergence that you've got on the cards for Cardano at the moment. So on the 4-hourly time frame, we'll take a look at it right now. So, wow, it's almost breaking out, isn't it? It's sort of running in, but it sort of broke out here as well and then came back into the pattern. So is there any kind of pattern there? Potentially there was some kind of rising wedge just here. If we look at this rising channel, okay, and that's essentially where you've come back to, where you've formed the channel, basically come down, found support. So it's very, very close. There's some kind of break happening right now. If you can come out here, hold that support, this could be the break that you're looking for. And look how close it is to the apex. Like I said to you, you always see a break when you get relatively close to the apex. So yeah, for Cardano, I do think that if you get rejected at this level here and you start to roll back, if you do lose this key support here, you would be coming down here. You lose that, I think you're going to come down, to be honest with you. So it's on a knife edge, isn't it? This is your key level of support right now that you want to see Cardano hold. Okay, hold that 216, because I think if you do start to get rejected here and you start to roll back, let's have a look. If you do start to get rejected at this point and you do start to roll back and you lose that, then you're definitely looking at a retest of that. And with that, you're essentially sort of rolling out here and essentially coming back down to those levels that I've given you. And that could offer even a retest of this low down here could offer a fantastic little short op, with stop losses. If you start to see the loss of 216, you could be looking at around about 12% short up right there with stop losses. Always set stop losses, okay? So that's Cardano, but if you start to break out here, and you start to create a lovely little impulsive wave to the upside, I'm going to show you your next impulsive wave target, and you are breaking out a key level resistance. This is TA, it's technical analysis. I can't say to you, yeah, it's 100% going to break out here. It's all support and resistance. Now, if you do start to break out here and you break this high, okay, you're really getting the party started. You've got some beautiful, upside in front of you. Start to come up like this, do this, okay, break this high just there at $2.32. You're looking at that minimal where you run into a low resistance. But with that, like I said to you, you're breaking out of a major level of resistance here, a huge falling wedge. You're going to retrace to this high. Look at that, 1618, bang on, and then equally that high and then obviously the all-time high, you're going to come up and take that out eventually there for Cardano. So it's absolutely on a knife edge, isn't it? Look, this little break that we've got on the go here needs to hold, because look, you've come up here and you've got rejected, look, rolled, come up here. If you get rejected and rolled and lose that support, I do think it could get quite nasty here for Cardano, losing this support just here. And I could give you it, but you know, it's ascending, so I can't give you it. Like I said to you yesterday, look, it's ascending, you know, so this is why you come to the charts. It's why I teach you charting. Okay, that's basically Cardano. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Thank you for your support. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.